Hey guys, before I start this video, you should hit that subscribe button for more quality content. And I'll be uploading some videos like going to USC, which is I'm going to be doing in like a week, 2 weeks, I don't know. I'm going on vacation a few times and I don't know, I'm not going to be uploading a lot about college because that's fucking boring and I don't want to do that. So yeah, hit the subscribe button and I'll just get on with the video. Also, I think this channel is more going to go in like a vlogging kind of like way. There's already like so many people doing different college shit and like I don't want to be another boring YouTuber who's like fucking doing a day in the life at USC, my morning routine. Like fuck that, like literally no. So yeah. Alright, yeah, now we're actually going to the video. Alright, to start off, I'm going to tell you about my like actual scores. So I took the SAT 4 times and fuck the College Board. I'm just gonna say that right now. They screwed me over so many times. Alright, I'm gonna tell a story, but like first I'm gonna say my SAT was not that good. My ACT is better. My SAT for my first time I took it, I got a 1390, second time I got a 1400, then I got a 1380, and then I got a 1390 again. So I got the same scores all like the whole fucking time, which that was triggering, obviously. But here's the thing, the College Board fucking sucks fucking cock. Literally, oh my god. I don't know if you guys like have had the same opinion, but here's the thing. So I took the June SAT in 2018, and they gave us a really, really easy test. And after I was done, I was like, holy shit, I got a 1500, like I'm set, like I'm fucking getting into these good schools. And I get my score back, and it's a 1400. I missed 4 math questions, and I got a 700. And I get it, people are gonna be like,
it was an easier test, so the curve's gonna be harder.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, why did you administer the test in the first place? You basically just fucking robbed me of my money that I paid to take the test because it was a stupid curve, and you already administered this test before, so why are you gonna do it again? Also, for seniors out there, if you don't know where you're going to school in February because decisions come out in March, like, the time to sign up for your AP tests is in February. So you have to sign up for your AP tests, like, no matter what, because you don't know what school you're going to. Come in March, when you get into a school that you don't need to take the AP test, you can't get your money back, and now you're stuck with an AP test that you don't need, and you don't need to, like, get a score on. Also, what the fuck is this light? Like, literally, why is there, like, a... What? Okay. Yeah, there's my little rant. They've taken so much money, and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, I paid so many times to get this SAT and AP scores and stuff. Okay, now onto the ACT, which I liked significantly better. Like, if you ever have trouble with, like, your SAT, I would 100% suggest taking ACT. On my ACT, I got a 32, and that was after one time of taking it, because I took it in December, and that was the last possible chance I could have with, like, all the turning it into college apps and giving it to colleges. See, the 32 isn't that good for the schools I was applying to, so I wasn't really surprised for some of them, but other ones I kind of was. I have a story time about the ACT too. So I was taking the ACT, and I was doing fucking bomb as fuck. Like, literally on my practice ones, I got like 30s and like 29s. And I was like, alright, this is easy. Like, taking the actual test is easier than these practice tests. And I was taking it, and I thought I was doing so good, and then I got to the science portion, and I was like, alright, this is a little weird, but I think I did good. I got to the one question on science portion where I didn't really know. It was precision versus accuracy. And I've always had those two mixed up. And I had the right answer at first. It was like precision or something like that. And then I changed it to the wrong answer. And I'm like, okay, hopefully that, like, I realized that after I took the test because everyone goes on Reddit and talks about it anyways. So I realized I put the wrong answer, and I'm like, hopefully that does not fuck me over. So I finally get my scores back, and I was like, oh shit, like, I'm going one by one. Like, I have a reaction, but it's so fucking terrible. Like, I'm a very large pussy in that video. I'm not gonna show it, but I keep going down one by one, and then I get to the science portion, which is the last portion, and I see I got a 31. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I reveal a 32. If I would have gotten that question right, like, I looked on the curve because someone posted the curve because the test was taken already like a different month. I looked at the curve. If I would have gotten that part right, I would have got a 33 on science, and that would have given me a 33 in total on my whole ACT. So instead I got a 32.25, which doesn't round up to a 33, and I was fucking triggered as fuck. Like, literally, like, I'm still butthurt about it. Like, I'm literally still pissed that I missed the 33 by this much. But yeah, I mean, I guess it worked out in the end, kind of. So for my extracurriculars, I had a few. No, it wasn't like a huge list of just like random activities that I was president of, vice president of. I just had a few like ones that were really meaningful to me. So first of all, I was on cross country and track for 4 years, and I was varsity for 3 years on both of them. I was team captain for 2 years in both of them, and I made it to state last year in the track for the 4x8, and we also won conference twice last year in the 4x8 for track 2. After that, I was in NHS, which is a community service club, for 2 years. I was also in Interact for 4 years, which is another community service club. And then I was in student council for 2 years. And last but not least, this is a very triggering subject in my school because everyone just like fucking hates it. Oh my god, I can't even talk about it. I created a charity with my friends senior year called Soul Provider, where we collect new and lightly used shoes. And we would donate them to different pantries, like our school pantry, our like homeless shelters, etc. And we got like 400 pairs of shoes. It was really good. So I did that, which also ties back to cross country and track, because since cross country and track meant a lot to me and it helped me a lot throughout my years, I wanted to get back and wanted to do something that can help other kids go experience what I have and go through different sports and like meet friends and gain all these great personality traits. And gain all these great like attributes like hard work, dedication, etc., perseverance, all the stuff that I gained from cross country. I want other kids to gain that too. I was very passionate about like my charity and what I did in my extracurriculars. I didn't have a long list, like as I said before. I focused on a few things that really meant a lot to me because they were there for me in the hardest times. So you need to show your passion and you need to show like what you care about, because that's what's gonna basically help you get into these colleges. My GPA right now, not including second semester, is like a 3.87 unweighted, and like, don't know what my weighted GPA is. It's pretty high up there because I took more AP classes. Speaking of which, I've taken 9 AP classes in my high school career. Sophomore year, I took AP Psych, AP Gov. Junior year, I took AP Physics, AP Lang, and A Push. And senior year, I'm taking Calc BC, AP Bio, and AP Lit. And these are the scores for all of them. In my opinion, the hardest class I've taken my whole high school career. I don't know if it was just because our teacher, or like the curriculum, or what was structured, but I thought AP Physics was the hardest class I've taken. My school rank was in the top 10%, but it was like 8%. It wasn't up the top. I was maybe like 40th out of like 520. And that's not that good, and it's not like insane, but I mean, it's really just gonna work on like what's really gonna matter is your essays. So I think the reason this was my best essay and why it worked is because my short answer section, I connected everything together. Like all my essays, I connected my personality and I showed it in my like short answer section. So an example would be like, what's your favorite movie? And I wrote Bridesmaids. I get all my jokes from here. And then in parentheses, I'll write,
it's this fucking stutter!
I wrote Bridesmaids. I get all my jokes from here. And in parentheses, I wrote, don't tell my friends. So I kind of like try to be a little funny here, like maybe like, I don't know, humor them, have funny pun, you know. Another answer for my hashtag, I did hashtag prolific punner. That's the reason I did that is because I want to kind of show that I'm a funny gal, but also at the same time it's alliteration and it sounds good and it's like, I don't know, it just flows, you know. And then another answer, I wrote like, what's your favorite food? And it was my grandma's homemade guampi. So that kind of shows like a homely, like how I care about family. I don't know. Like, it's just like a fun, like, I don't know. These questions are more important than you like think. So you gotta work on these for a while. I worked on these for a while. I thought about it every day. And I finally came up with some of these answers. The reason why I thought this, like, my application worked the best is because in my Common App essay, I talked about how cross country and track helped me through hard times, how I grew from it, and how I created a very, very strong bond with my friends. And, like, we're best friends now. I go on vacation with them all the time. We're, like the closest ever. Like,
we're the dynamic duo. Like, vote for me for fucking senior superlative, you know?
Gross, by the way. Fucking people who do that and post it on their Instagrams, you need to stop. Because no one's gonna fucking vote for you. Me and my friends became really close. And I wrote that in my essay, how they helped me become a better person. They helped me improve my grades. How they helped me, do better in track, and how we achieved our goals together, how we very transformed ourselves with each other, how we made it to state eventually, how we won conference, how we did all these things together, and it was like we were there with each other to experience it, and cross country and track was a very important part of that. Then I talked about that in my short answer section, and it just ties everything together very, very well, and how I love family and friends. I don't know, I just think it really worked out really well. So I think all your applications and all what you're saying and all the answers should tie together very, very well. Because I didn't have the best stats. There's people with like higher stats, like perfect scores, who are getting denied. But what makes me different is my essays. Why do my ears look so fucking big? Like, is this anyone else getting ears? I don't know. Another tool I found helpful for like when you're doing your essays is having another person read it. I had an English teacher read it. Like her name is Miss Gaspers, but she read over so many of my essays, and it was really helpful. I know she's getting really fucking annoyed by the end of it because I made her read like 500 like essays, but it's really helpful for other people to read it too. I was really struggling with grammar, kind of, because I'm not really good at grammar. So she helped me with that. But there's one fucking teacher, Miss Fuck you. Literally fuck you. Oh my god. So I went to her like once, literally once, and it was a 100-word essay, like 100-word, 150-word essay. And I didn't even want her to analyze it. I just wanted her to fucking look over it and see if there's any typos, any grammatical errors. And this is the audacity of this bitch. Like, literally the audacity. She rolls her eyes at me. And she fucking groans. Like, bitch, are you not a teacher there to help me? Like, I don't know, man. I kid you not, this is how she talks. She'll talk for 30 seconds and then take a huge breath of air. And then she'll start talking for another 30 seconds. She'll be like,
we went to the movie theater and we saw the movie Us. It was me, my pals, and the Martinellas. And then after that, we went to the ice cream shop called Munchies because we really love Munchies. And I really, really love the cookie dough. And I also went to the cream jar. And after that, I went to Whitfield Mall. And after the Whitfield Mall, we went to the store Urban Outfitters because I really, really love Urban Outfitters because I bought a shirt and I also bought another pants. And I also went and got an iPhone charger because my iPhone always died. And I don't know what to do after that because after that, we went to the Rainforest Cafe. And after the Rainforest Cafe, we went to the Ski and American.